In this video, we'll be replacing the tail lights on this 1996 Ford F-150. So now on the outside, on the long arm bed side, we'll see two Phillips screws. We'll remove those. Now we have two more screws on the inside. To get to them, we'll have to open the tailgate. So now on the inside here, you'll see where your cable mounts. Just underneath it, you'll see a Phillips screw. If you move straight down there, you'll see another Phillips screw. I'm going to take out those two screws. So now with our screws removed, we can slowly work our tail light out and gain access to our bulbs. So our bulbs, they're going to be twist and pull out, and twist and pull out. So now that we have our lens removed, we have our bulbs out as well. For safety, we're going to take both of our bulbs out, set them aside. We don't want to break these bulbs because the next step we're going to do is clean right inside here. We have an additional electronic box for the LED portion of these lights, and it's going to get double side taped right in here. We're going to come in with some brake clean and clean that area here. Now inside here, you want to do a good job making sure you get rid of any dust, any greases, or any oils. You want that double side tape to stick. Once you have that area cleaned up, we'll let it dry. So this is the box that we'll be double side taping inside here. For ease of use, for ease of handling, we're going to disconnect it from this plastic terminal. Just going to push that pin down, pull that plug apart, and now we can set our tail light assembly aside and just focus on this box here. On the back side of this box, you'll have some double-sided tape. Go ahead and peel the red. That'll expose your tape. Now what you want to do with your harness here is you'll want to set your harness to where it's not bending or doing any damage to the wire. You don't want to press too hard to get up against one side or another. Actually would like the harness just like this. All right, so we're going to find that area where we put some brake clean and cleaned it up and stick it right to that metal. Once you have this in place, go ahead and give firm pressure for about 30 seconds, and then you're good to let go. Give it a little tug, make sure it's still stuck in place. Now we can move on to our light assembly. Our light assembly is going to go in at this point almost just like a regular tail light. We're going to spin it around, see that we have an electrical connection instead of a bulb socket going in here, and we have a regular bulb socket on the bottom. So at this point, we're going to put our tail light assembly down. I'm going to grab one of our bulbs, which is a reverse bulb, one filament inside. We're going to put that back in. So we have our reverse bulb in. We're going to grab our reverse bulb, put that into position, press it all the way in, and spin to lock. Now from here, we can take our box, just move that connection aside. We're now going to plug in our brake light. All right, so in replace of your bulb, you're going to connect this harness in. And now we can connect in our electronics box. Just reconnect the plug, push to lock. Now at this point, what we can do is take our tail light assembly and rest it in place, make sure it doesn't fall. And what you want to do here is just go ahead and test all your lights. Make sure your reverse light's working, your brake lights, and your turn signal. All right, so with our tail lights in place, we'll line up our 2 screw holes here, and we'll put in our screws. Now, what I like to do, something like this, is leave them just a little bit loose, put all your screws in, and then come back and snug them up. So from here, we'll move on to the 2 on the inside. Okay, now on the inside, we'll line up our screws and put them in. Now again, we're threading into plastic, or screwing into plastic, so no need to over tighten them. Once we have these tightened up, we'll go around the outside. We'll just put another couple of turns on these screws, and we're all done. Once you've got this one done, you can do the other side exactly the same. Just repeat the process over there.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.